Hey everyone, Lucy and Evie here, and today we're playing a game called Lift Your Spirits. We recently played a game called Mushroom Oasis that Evie introduced me to, and it was such a fun game, and because of that, we decided to try another game that the creator has made. I don't know if you know anything about this one in comparison.
I have seen fan art and I think that's pretty much it, but I do have the description on Itch.io up on my screen, so I shall read that.
Tell me.
It says, "You are a desperate college student rushing to meet the deadline of your last assignment before semester break. With no choice but to stay late, you find yourself alone at campus in the dead of night. You never believed the rumors spread around the student body. Ghost stories were simply stories, right? Right?" And yeah, that's the description we've got so far.
Okay, so something to do with ghosts. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I will start when you're ready.
I'm ready. Go for it.
Ba-bam. Alone on a Friday night, and I'm spending it here. My fingers were sluggish as they typed out the last bit of conclusion needed to finish off my paper. I didn't even bother spell checking the rest, my hand dragging the cursor across to close the document. All right, time to submit it. I typed out my regards to Mr. Hultman. Kindly find the attached file of assignment. Your student, Bovus. Stifling a yawn, I turned on my phone to check the time. 2:53 a.m. The universal experience of losing sleep and gaining eye bags as a college student came to grace me in its hold once again, it seems. At least it's the weekend. Turning off the computer, it suddenly hit me how quiet it was without my fingers tapping away at the keyboard. Everyone else had left. The campus was open 24/7, but who else was dumb enough to push their luck in submitting their assignment this late? I considered myself lucky. Mr. Haltman gave me the extended deadline, otherwise I'd be screwed. Still, there was also the rumors. Disembodied voices echoing through empty rooms. Heavy footsteps shuffling down the halls. Those who were lucky claimed to see a black silhouette skulking around the vending machine at the end of the corridor, staring at them. I wasn't the superstitious type, but I had to admit the eerie silence of being the only person here gave me the creeps. I was recalling all the gossip spread across the student body when a sound made me perk up.
I was about to say, where's that door sound coming from? I was like, ooh.
I glanced behind me over the monitors to see if someone had come in. ... Nobody. I ignored the goosebumps rising on my arms as I gathered up my items into my bag. Very quickly, is the effects loud to you, or?
Oh yeah, I actually just turned them down while you were reading because the sound of the bag opening scared me more than the door, and I was like, if I'm afraid of a backpack, we've got an issue here, so I turned it down because it was just in my ear. It felt like somebody was rustling their backpack literally next to me.
Look, that's how it sounds to me, and this is how quiet it's supposed to be. Okay.
Maybe it's meant to be a little, like, spooky.
Spooky.
I don't know.
Superstitious or no, I've done what I came here for. Time to go. Oh god. I shambled to the elevators and tapped the button. It rumbled to life slowly, making its way up to my floor. Just a couple more minutes and I'm out of here, I assured myself. I don't know why, but I found myself constantly checking behind me as if expecting someone there. Yet it's always empty every time I look. I tapped the button some more. ... The hairs at the back of my neck stood as if I was being watched.
I would just take the stairs, man. Just run down the stairs, like.
Yeah, you lazy at this point. I clenched my fist, ignoring how sweaty they felt in my pockets. Heavy breathing.
Oh, I'm on edge now.
Is there someone behind me? Oh gosh. Ding. I jumped.
Yeah, me too, girl.
The door slid open as I released the breath I didn't realize I was holding. I didn't even consider looking back as I stepped inside, refusing to turn around until the doors closed. The chipper background music they played calmed me down somewhat. I'm almost in disbelief they were still playing it at this hour. Almost. I pressed the button for the ground floor, the elevator moving with a small jolt. With nothing to do but wait, I stared at the number slowly descended. I stared as the number slowly descended. The lull of the elevator was starting to make me sleepy. I thought of the things I could do once I got home, just to distract myself for the rest of the ride. A shower for sure, microwave dinner probably. I don't know what the
Nope.
rest was.
Oh, we're glitching out now.
I blinked up at the flickering lights. Man,
This is my worst nightmare, by the way.
being stuck in an elevator?
Yeah, so I've always been kind of scared of small places, but you know what really triggered it for me? Getting stuck in a small space. When I was a kid, I got, those bathrooms where there's no, when it's just a little room, so there's no bottom space to crawl out, no top, it's just a room.
Yes.
I got stuck in one of those before, and it scared me so much, and the staff had to get me out because I couldn't get out. And that really gave birth to this fear. Like, let me tell you.
I don't even know what I'd do. I'd just full on panic being stuck on an elevator like that.
Yeah.
The elevator shuddered and came to an abrupt halt. The music cut out. I tried the button for the ground floor, then the rest. Unresponsive. That's even worse. I don't even know if the call button will work. Nope. Pushing the intercom button gave nothing but static. Hello? No. This can't be happening. Taking a moment to compose myself, I called out. Is anyone there? I'm stuck in here. Help. I started slamming the doors as panic took hold. There had to be someone out there. Help, please, I'm in here. I didn't stop for a good minute, getting more and more desperate as tears welled up in my eyes. Why? Why now? Why me? I knocked my forehead against the door in a slump, ready to curl up and cry. This stinks. I was about to turn before I felt a chill run up my spine. The air felt heavy. Is this claustrophobia setting in? I didn't think I had a fear of closed spaces. Unless... Ooh.
Oh, no.
There was a raspy moan like the Grudge from behind me. I turned my head.
My second nightmare.
And screamed. Across me was a growing blotch of darkness, an oozing mass that seemed to melt through the walls. I scrambled away, my back flat against the doors. A hand emerged from the writhing form, grasping at the edges. Foul-smelling black ichor dripped from its fingers. Another arm followed suit, clinging to the other side.
Oh, it's stinky as well, man. And you're in a small space. Like,
Ugh.
That's not good.
I'm just thinking a mix of The Grudge and The Ring over here, except instead of TV, she's crawling out of elevators.
I would have started throwing things. It's probably pointless, mind you, but I would have started just throwing things. Like, I mean, she's got her backpack with her, right? Surely there's things in there, like books. You're just like, nah.
I cannot tell you how loud it is for me. And look at this. I don't understand.
It's actually very... What's crazy to me is I have it very low. Like, I'm obviously watching you play it. I have my thing really low, and it is incredibly loud,
Yeah,
even
it
on this really low
doesn't
setting.
even feel that I just lowered it that it's done anything.
It's fighting me. The volume is fighting me. I turn it down, and it's like, nope.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, I
that's
had to
unsettling.
press it because the music was just like, press me. I couldn't find my voice to scream. A face took shape.
Oh
A
no.
pair of hollow eyes and a manic grin with several teeth. It seemed to smile directly at me. Oh god. I blacked out.
Uh. Wait.
Garble, garble.
Hey.
I heard a voice, panic and flustered, from above me.
Yeah, see, she was the or they. I don't know the pronouns, but this character was the one we saw in Mushroom Oasis, wasn't it? Like, as a little cameo.
Something with a V.
Was
Uh,
it with a V? Am I confusing it for someone? Unless, man, now I'm all confused.
we'll see what her name is when she introduces herself. A person was looming over me, visibly worried as I blinked back to consciousness.
You're alive. I couldn't really check for a pulse, so anyway, are you all right?
I think so.
Ah, I'm glad. Didn't mean to scare you back there. Really? I mean, the eyes and the coming out of the okay.
Well, now I'm wondering, is that her? Because then our friend is dead in Mushroom Oasis.
What do you mean our friend's dead?
Well, if this is supposed to be her from Mushroom Oasis.
I mean, I don't want to speculate too much, but I think it was just a cameo. I don't think
Ah,
it was
okay,
meant to
okay.
be an exact, yeah.
That would make more sense.
I could be wrong though. I don't know.
Did you read this or am I hallucinating now?
I did. I read it.
Cool. I realized I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling their thumbs in front of me. They were taller than me, looming a few good inches past my head. Wow. Their limbs looked even more awkward in the baggy sweater they had. I wasn't sure if they forgot to wash away their makeup or if they just hadn't slept for 3 days straight. Possibly both. Why are you
Oh
judging?
my
You're the
gosh.
same.
No, for real though, I when I was younger, when I was like 19, I sometimes didn't. I know I did the cardinal sin of not always removing my makeup, and let me tell you, I fell asleep once and woke up and I had so much like mascara and eyeshadow under my eyes that the person I was dating at the time literally freaked out and was like, "Oh my god, you need to sleep more. You've got the darkest rings under your eyes." And I was just looking at him like, "What?" I went to the mirror and I was like, "It's makeup. It's not it's not dark circles." So I will believe that because I remember it was really bad.
I want to see that now. I realized they were staring at me as well. Their eyes focused on me a little too long, as if they'd forgotten how to blink. So I suddenly remembered the last thing I saw, that creepy shadow from the walls. But before you were here, there was something crawling out of the walls. I know it sounds insane, but I swear it looks straight out of a horror movie. The stranger looked nervous. Crap, they think I'm nuts. Don't look at me like that.
No, I believe you for sure.
You saw it too?
Well, sort of. Sorry, I was really trying to be sneaky. That must have been uncomfortable to watch, huh?
Come again? What are you saying?
But, well, I heard you yelling for help, and I couldn't just leave you alone, so I did the next best thing I could think of.
Are you saying that was you? Or what kind of a sick joke is this? I've been going just for the ones that don't seem rude, and I assume you are
Yeah,
the same.
I feel the same. I like being nice. Yes, in a way. There's really no easy way to say this. I'm not alive, not the way you are.
Did they mean. You mean like a ghost? The stranger lit up appreciatively.
Basically, you must have heard the rumors, right? Well, it's me, in the flesh. Well, sans the flesh.
I was about to say the same thing. Ooh, I, I kind of want to do it.
Why don't you do a save? We may as well do our first one as well.
Oh, yeah. I am not a saver, unlike you.
I have like dozens.
Stick my hand through. My hand shot out
Oh,
before I could think twice. I'm sorry.
I don't think that. But,
The tip of my fingers instantly felt airy and ice cold, like touching something solid, yet not. The stranger yelped and backed away.
okay, real quick. I'm guessing based off her reactions and the fact that this game has bad endings, which I've just seen on my other screen, that was probably bad.
Okay.
But realistically, if this was genuinely happening to you, I think I would also maybe not their stomach the way we did it, but I'd probably just be like gently on their shoulder, like, really? Like, you know what I mean? I think I would have also been like, let me see if this is real. So I think I would get a bad ending in real life.
I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, I promise, but I just needed to get it out my system.
Hey, do you just go around sticking your fingers into people you just met? Oh, God. Sorry.
Sorry. I thought you were messing with me. The stranger was having none of it.
Ugh, why do I even bother?
I'm sorry.
If you sit tight and don't do anything stupid, they'll come find you in the morning.
Ooh, did I mess it up already? They shifted into familiar black shapeless entity melting into a puddle and disappearing through the floor.
Look, I'm sorry for having probably a very realistic reaction.
Hey, I only did one thing. We could have talked. I could have made up for it. Exactly the same way they
Yeah.
had entered. I found myself alone for the next 7 hours. The
Oh, wow.
workers
Okay.
found me half dozing in the corner the next morning. I stayed late most nights on campus to see if the stranger would show up, but it seems they're ignoring me on purpose. I never saw them again. Well,
But this is what would happen to me. Again, I wouldn't do it as drastically with like literally through the stomach, but I think I would be like very carefully and slowly, like just poking at the shoulder, like, you a ghost? You real?
at least give me a chance, man. Okay, believe them this time. I feel like this isn't the worst situation to be meeting a ghost for the first time. The stranger gave a sigh of relief.
Thank you for trusting me. I'd ask for your name, but I already know that it's Boofus.
How did you.
I've been watching you for a while.
I, excuse me?
Tonight, I've been watching you for a while tonight. It's not safe to be alone this late. I would know.
Before I could ask further, they straightened.
Anyways, I stuck around to see you write your paper. I don't necessarily agree with your hypothesis, but interesting nevertheless.
Thanks, I think. They gave me a shy smile.
No problem.
This wasn't the way I expected my night to go, but I guess the sooner I accepted it, the better. I should probably ask for their name instead of calling them stranger. You know my name, but what about yours?
Oh,
They looked away, fingers picking at their sleeve.
I don't remember. I know who I was and what I did when I was alive, but not my name. Strange, isn't it?
Have you ever thought of picking one yourself? Their eyes widened as if the thought never occurred to them.
The art is so cute.
I really like the expressions and just the art of the character itself.
I never needed a name, but if I were to have one, I've always liked the way Alma sounds.
So, I'm not really asking because I'm
I
assuming
know, you don't have to.
it's just straightforward.
Look, if the ghostly one was bad, I think we can agree these ones are bad. Like 100%. Like they're very obviously bad.
I think at this point, like anytime there's one, there's always going to be one is bad, one is good, and there's never an in between at this point now.
Although, can I just point out how it doesn't really, in my brain, make sense to, like, you know how the conversation's been going really well so far? Imagine being like, you should pick your own name. And then they're like, okay, I like this name. And you're like, that's stupid. Can you imagine being really supportive and then out of nowhere, just like, no?
You're dumb. It's perfect. Their smile widened.
Thank you, Boofus.
Alma went back to twiddling their fingers. We stood in silence for a while, gauging on what to say next. I kept glancing back at their hands, wondering if they'd feel as solid as they looked. They knew I was staring, but didn't seem to mind, waiting patiently in front of me. My thoughts were running wild from sleep deprivation and shock to actually form words past our introduction, to be honest. They started humming softly, as if to fill the silence. That's when it hit me. For a ghost, they could easily be a student just like me. I have to ask, how did you, um... Alma had a knowing look in their eyes.
Oh, man. It's honestly kind of embarrassing.
Oh,
Back down, I guess, because I feel like insisting would be rude.
yeah.
Ah, I guess I don't have to tell you then. That's all right.
I heaved a sigh and moved to sit down, leaning against the doors. Alma looked on curiously.
What are you doing?
I shrugged and took out my phone to look for a time wasting app. In no time, I had one of my mindless games open. Might as well settle in and spend the next few hours trying to beat my high score. Not much I can do right now. Got some battery to last a couple hours. I pat down a spot next to me. You want to watch? Alma stood for a moment, as if unsure. Come on, plenty of room for both. Just watch your legs, lanky. They settled in beside me, sitting crisscross applesauce, and leaned over to look at my phone. My shoulder immediately chilled at their close proximity, but I didn't bother bringing it up.
Why is it called crisscross applesauce?
I don't know.
I'm
Because
gonna Google it.
I can't think of
Why?
how, like, applesauce is crisscross.
Okay. Well, Google seems to not really know the answer either, because some people say it's just because it rhymes. I'm gonna just accept it. It's just, it rhymes, and I'm just gonna leave it. I thought it'd be a fun little thing, because sometimes when I Google things like, why is it this? It's like, in the year of something something, someone said this. But for this, Google's just kind of like, just really all over the place.
Google's like, because it's cute. Enough said.
You know what? I'll take that. I'll accept that.
We chatted amicably as my fingers tapped away at my screen, Alma getting more invested the higher my numbers got. But otherwise, it was peaceful company. A few hours passed. I must have dozed off at some point, as the next thing I knew, there was some whirring behind me that woke me up with a jolt. Voices began to call out, and I turned to see some workers prying the doors open for me. It took me no time for me to suddenly step outside when their work was done. The sunlight shining over me made it feel like everything that happened last night was a dream. I turned on my phone to look at the time. Instead, I saw an unsent message typed out on the screen. Be safe. Careful about staying late next time.
Aw.
I blinked and looked around. A cold chill went up my arm, and I almost turned to expect Alma but saw nothing. Next time? I put my phone away and rubbed my bleary eyes, mentally making a note to stay back at the campus more frequently from now on. Good ending. Till next time.
Yay, we got a good ending.
Is there more than
Apparently,
one good ending?
there's two good endings. Hold
Oh.
on, let me pull up the page again. There's two bad and two good.
Hmm.
Um, I wonder if us insisting about finding out about their death makes a difference because the other choices felt very like whatchamacallit.
Like
They felt
this.
very rude. Yeah, like that stuff feels rude, but I wonder if us insisting could be the thing. Sounds perfect. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's see.
I'm nervous, but I'm gonna insist. Despite having no blood flowing through their veins, their cheeks seemed to darken.
Wait, well, we don't have to get into it.
But I really. Wait, was it me or you?
This one's you.
Oh, okay. But I really want to know. Please?
Wait, was it?
I don't know anymore.
Go back. Scroll up.
Scroll up.
Usually scrolling up brings you back.
No, not yet.
No, it was me. Yeah, yeah. Got me doubting myself over here. I
They hesitated before nodding.
promise you won't make fun of me.
Promise. See, I beat you to it.
Okay. So, I was staying late working on an assignment, just like you. No one was around. Even back when I was known as a loner most of the time, it didn't bother me. While I was working, I got thirsty. No big deal. So I headed over to the vending machine for a drink. Did it fall on her? Or them?
Hmm. They paused, hands shaking. They clasped at their wrist and twisted before continuing.
Just a soda. Not much to ask, right? I paid for the damn thing, but somehow my hand got stuck in the dispenser.
Okay, I've had that happen. It's scary. I panicked.
Oh, shoot, really?
Yeah, because something got stuck, and so my brain was like, I can get it. And so I put my hand in, and then I couldn't get it out, and it hurt trying to like pull it out. I managed to do it with force, but yeah, I panicked a lot when that happened.
That's terrifying. Now I'm scared of vending machines. So I pulled, and well,
They struggled a bit before I wait for them to continue.
it fell. It fell. I felt my whole body, but it fell. I felt my whole body being crushed under the weight. I couldn't even cry out for help. Oh, that's actually really sad.
That's not funny.
That's really sad, yeah.
Like she said, don't laugh at me. Why would I laugh that a vending machine fell on you?
And the whole time my hand was still stuck on the thing. Not that I could even tell. I think my wrist was beyond saving at that point. But this is just making me sad.
They sunk into themselves.
I died trying to get some cheap soda. How pathetic is that? There are a lot of crazy ways people have died. So I would definitely like if I was genuinely meeting a ghost and they told me this, I would never laugh at that. I'd be like, that's really sad. Because I just imagine someone under the weight of a vending machine alone, terrified, dying, and I'm like, that's not I'm not gonna laugh at that. That just makes me sad.
That's painful and sad. It's not, I'm sorry that happened to you. Wow, kind of sounds like you deserved it.
For what? For wanting a soda? It's like so psychotic.
I'm sorry. Which one should we pick?
Oh, You know, I'm gonna say the top one.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me save just for good measure. Okay. I put my hand over theirs. It passed right through, giving an ice cold chill at my fingertips, but Alma seemed to appreciate it nevertheless. They looked up at me, their nervous hands finally coming to a stop.
I've never told anyone about it before. I didn't think it would feel this freeing. Thank you. I think you're a really great person. I want to help you get out of here.
I tilted my head. How are you going to do that?
I can try some things. That is, if you trust me.
Sure, okay.
Hmm.
Another little save there, because that's kind of not creepy at all. So, top one. They clapped their hands excitedly.
Okay, here we go. You might want to hold on to something.
Before I could ask further, the elevator began to drop. My heart
Oh, we're
plunged
gonna
into my
die.
throat as my weight shifted upwards. Alma?
Hang on, let me focus.
The buttons for each floor flashed beside me. I closed my eyes shut and decided to trust them. It felt like a roller coaster heading straight to the ground. The air whizzed around me. I gripped my teeth and clenched my hands, knuckles probably white if I bothered to look. And just like that, it stopped. I yelped as the elevator jolted. Oh God. I landed on my butt with a smack. I hate this. I blinked my eyes open to see Alma clapping excitingly. They looked over to see me on the floor and gestured towards the doors. They creaked open as if manually pulled apart by an unseen force. My jaw dropped as I realized they really did bring me to the ground floor. You really did it.
I did. I never got to do that before.
I couldn't believe my eyes. I stood and threw my arms around Alma, only to completely pass through them. They yelped and backed away to the wall.
Give a signal before you do that. I don't appreciate feeling hands inside of me. It's oh my god.
Yeah,
It's gross.
I mean when you phrase it like that. Sorry. I gathered myself and stepped through the doors, Alma following suit.
Lucy, it's the surprise fingers.
Ugh. Sure enough, the lobby was empty, the clock on the wall indicating it was close to 4 a.m. now.
Well, I guess this is it.
I turned to see them trying hard not to reach for their hands, fingers twitching to intertwine with one another. It all happened so fast. It sunk in that now I could leave and go home right now if I wanted to. Alma, thank you. I appreciate it. They nod understandingly. I stood there for a moment as they looked at me before averting their eyes. They were waiting for me to leave. I grasped at my phone inside my pocket, mustering the courage to ask what I was about to ask. Would you ever want to hang out again? They did a double take.
Huh?
What would you want to?
Yes.
That wasn't me.
But why would you want to?
Why wouldn't I? I like you. Once again, their cheeks darkened despite being them.
I like you too. Yeah, I'd love to hang out again.
Great. Preferably when I'm, not stuck and helpless in an elevator. My heart skipped a beat as they laughed lightly.
Preferably, of course.
I'll see you next week.
Yes. Don't worry about a time or place. I can always find you, wherever you are in the building.
That doesn't sound yandere or anything like that.
Imagine pooping, and they're like, hello.
I said we can hang out anytime, so yeah, even when I'm on the tutor. Kind of unsettling, but okay.
Stay safe, Boofus.
I waved and headed towards the entrance, pulling my phone out to call for a driver from one of my apps. When I turned to look back, Alma was already gone. Good end. Friends for life. Or more.
I feel like the whole trope of loving a ghost is such a bittersweet thing because it's like heartache in a way, isn't it? Like,
I really like that. I thought
ah,
that was very cute. And then because they were saying my heart skipped a beat, I was like, oh, is this going that route? So the only thing is,
that was
yeah, that's just leading
adorable.
to sadness.
Alma was an adorable character. I really liked them. Loved the art. Not surprised there though because the creator just has a beautiful art style anyway. And yeah, really fun game. Obviously, I think we can both agree that Mushroom Oasis being a bit of a longer game as well, and we're obsessed with Michael is our favorite. But I have to say this is very charming and I really like it.
I agree. Mushroom Oasis, like, because it's so much longer and I'm in love with Michael so much, that has like a special place in my heart. But I think
Hmm.
this one's like a nice placeholder while we're waiting for updates. And I just enjoyed the art. And again, the story and the characters are so cute.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really glad we got to play it. I think we have one more um from the same creator and then I think that's it then. I think it's 3 in total.
I didn't know there was another game. Ah, now I want to
There's
play it.
another one. Yeah.
All right, well, that's it from us. If you want to check out some of the other endings that this game had, you can go ahead and find the link to download the game in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye.
Bye byes.